views and opinions expressed on The Big Llama Show are those of the host and guest. They do not reflect that of our sponsors, advertisers, or employers. Enjoy the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live!
Yeah, it's in the, she ruckus. That beat, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Wagon to the million, Louis V about that. Stacking paper limitless, what you know about that? I'm getting paper, seats in the club, hands up in the air. Wagon to the million, Louis V about that. Stacking paper limitless, what you know about that?
Hey everybody, welcome to the Big Llama Show. I'm the Big Llama. Thank you so much for joining me. This is the Sunday night live stream. We go live every Sunday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, here on the Big Llama Show on YouTube, on Facebook, on my personal Facebook account, if you're so lucky to be one of my Facebook friends, on Twitch with my co-host extraordinaire, Blackout AD. AD, man, welcome to the show, sir.
What's going on, pal?
Man, it's another day, man, another week. Episode 62 here on and the show itself takes on sort of new life every week, right? Every week we find something new. And so hopefully you guys saw some new and again we're just kind of messing around with the flavor, but new title card and thumbnails and stuff like that. So I'm just kind of messing around and just seeing something new, a new flavor, so I'm kind of excited to see what happens tonight.
Yeah, man. I mean, it looks good. It's a how do you say? It's like a simplistic look on the thumbnail, but it looks good. I like it personally.
Well, I think you had mentioned. I think you sent me that an example and how clean it was in terms of didn't have all these things happening in the thumbnail, because we had everything. We had logos. We had this. We had something in the background. All the data, so it made sense. It made sense to make a change. So I'm very excited about that. Kind of a slow news week, so we got a topic or two, but nothing. I would say nothing mind blowing. There's some things we can talk about for sure. Definitely the cancellation of Batgirl.
Yeah,
that's a huge thing. And it has some repercussions, and then I think the new Joker 2, right? Reveal was interesting, but that's about it. That's really all that's happening in the world, at least from this perspective. We could talk anything, guys. So if you're watching this live, right, and you want to join us and be part of the show, hit us up on the chat. If you're on Twitch, if you're on Blackout AD's channel, make sure you hit us up there. Throw some ADs in the chat. Let us know where you're coming from. If you're on the Big Llama Show on the YouTubers, let us know there, and make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you like the show. And if you're on the Facebook page, personal Facebook page, come on in, man. I hope you guys enjoy. So what's your week been like, man? What's been going on with you, man?
Nothing, man. Just work, school, trying to stream here and there. I mean, we had a fight night the other night. I streamed like couple times this week, but nothing crazy, just still grinding, trying to make money, trying to get the school stuff going. I actually had to do some like online classes this week too, so that kind of held me up. Like time that I could have streamed, I was doing some other stuff. So what's that? It's nothing crazy, man.
Well, you're talking about school. It is back to school week here this week, starting I think on Wednesday. So we went school shopping and did the buying of the sneakers and purchasing the school supplies. That shit's just crazy, man. It's like survival of the fittest at Walmart. Like the shelves are barren and you got to get the deals and shit. And everybody's got the same list with the same information. It's just craziness, man. I mean, and people just don't know how to act anymore, man.
I would have just ordered it off Amazon. Like, yeah, what do you guys need?
I think they have a package, don't they? I think they just like a back to school package. I don't know. Somebody probably invented that. We can't have thought of it just now. But yeah,
somebody's definitely making some money off of that for sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, and everybody has what I like is, and it's weird, right?
And
You
if
know,
you think about it, this is the first like school year that isn't affected by COVID like it was last couple of years.
yeah, yeah. I mean, last year it seemed pretty normal, but COVID had a lot of people in and out of school. And people had to wear masks and all kinds of stuff. But this year, yeah, it's kind of like a free for all. It's like back to normal.
Yeah.
Even though COVID numbers are all over the place, I think people don't give a shit anymore about COVID. at least not to the effect that they don't give a shit, but like it is what it is. Like, right? They just deal with whatever the issue is.
Yeah, if you get sick, you just stay away for 2 weeks. You'll be all right.
That's it. That's it. Let's go to the chat. Let's see what we got in the chat, and then we'll start, talking about a couple things here. And Charles came in at 9:19 early there, and he said, "I tried, but work tomorrow." He's a loyal guy, man.
I appreciate
he'll watch.
that.
Yeah, he'll watch the show on the replay. He watches every post that I make, and he always has a comment, and he's always interested. So thank you, Charles.
Shout out Charles, man. Loyal.
For sure. He said he'll watch first thing in the AM. Keep up the good work.
He was one of the first patrons.
He was.
He hit us the $50 bomb.
That's it. That's true. And then we had Birdie right after, right? Birdie's been kicking up the cash. Jay Birdie here says 1v1, me and Llama. Okay. We'll go. I've seen you guys playing. I can't match up. It'll just be for comic relief.
It would be funny.
Like target practice. I'll just run around and get shot.
Yeah, he's been beating me the past couple of times. It's been annoying.
Jeez. Let's see. You got Chat Mom here.
Chat Mom.
With the llamas in the chat. Appreciate that. Gabe's here. Yeah, let's know.
The thumbnail.
Thumbnail. Yep, she likes the thumbnail. All right, Chat Mom. New thumbnail is fire. Thanks, Gabe. Ace is in the building. Ace.
Hello, Ace.
Hello, Ace.
Hello.
Funny thing is, I have a lot of British fans with all these Lock, Stock, and all these films I've been doing. I've got a lot of British fans.
I've always wanted to go to London. There's a cute Asian thing with a nice London accent, British accent. She's waiting for me out there.
Here we are with the Asian thing again. AD. We got to get AD. We got to start. I don't know, a Kickstarter, a GoFundMe.
I just need to go to Japan once.
We got to get AD to Japan. That'd be the crux of an entire show and vlog series is getting AD to Japan because he needs to meet his future wife there.
Yeah, she's somewhere out there.
She's somewhere in Japan right now, and she's
either Japan or like Singapore.
somewhere in East Asia somewhere there is AD's wife or future wife. John Gillen hit us up. He said, "Yo, what's up? Hashtag road to 5,000.
Let's go,
my friend." And it's happening, man. Again, every day, slowly but surely. We're at a great number, so it keeps growing every week by at least 5 or 6. I can't complain for sure. Let's see. Gabe's throwing up the ADs in the chat.
Yes, sir.
The tab forever is open.
As it should be, brother. Always keep your tabs open. For the Llama Show, my Twitch stream, Gabe's Twitch stream. Hey, keep them open. Bezos for the win. Yes. He definitely thought about it. He thought about it.
Oh, Bezos has the whole thing set up. He just now he needs to link it to schools, and then that's it. That's it. You're done. You just order it through Amazon. Although I have done that. I think I've said that before. I'll be walking in the store and this item that I need that I forgot I'm already in the checkout is in the back of the store. Easily could walk back there, but nope. I get on my phone, order it, and it'll be there tomorrow. Thank you, Daddy Bezos.
I'll get it tomorrow. Who did that? I think Hen Dog. Hen Dog was like, he needed an Ethernet cord for where he is right now. And he was like, I could just go get one, or I could just order it and it'll be here tomorrow. And I was like, what? He played with shitty internet that night just because he ordered it when he could have just went and got it 5 minutes down the road.
Well, and that's the thing. That's I think what the genius of Bezos and Amazon is like. How much are you willing to wait for it? Like, what is in the chat? How much time? Like, if you needed something today, like you thought of it and go, I need this today, but you know that you can order it on next day delivery on Amazon. Do you do it? What's the one item you can't? I know, like toilet paper, right? Like that's got to be the one where you're like, if I run out today, I got to go to the store today. But even still, you can order next day delivery.
I'm
toilet paper.
I hate ordering stuff because I'm impatient.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Oh, I hate it because I want, like, especially if it's like PC parts or game parts, is like I want it as fast as possible because I'm like probably already thinking about it for like 3 days, and then the day I buy it, I'm like, I can't wait till next week, or I can't wait 2 days. Like so I'll order if I have to, but for the most part, I'd rather just go pick it up and then just have it there.
Damn. Yeah, I sometimes, if electronics for me is like I gotta have it in my hand, but some stuff is just way cheaper on Amazon, so I just do it on Amazon.
Yeah.
But although here Hercules hit you with a good one. Can you Amazon order a Japanese bride for AD?
One day. I actually want to go pick her out. Actually, you
You don't want to just see a picture.
I want to get the free trial. You know what I mean?
I got you.
I gotta swim around a little bit.
You gotta test the merchandise, my friend.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
You gotta see. Let's see. It says someone get this man his Japanese queen,
please.
Chat Mom says only if you do a Three Ninjas movie review while he's there. Okay.
Three Ninjas.
That's a good movie. That's a great movie.
Not a bad movie.
Gabe says such a good movie. Low key, cheaper online. Yeah. Let's see. Some in-store prices are more expensive. Yeah. I mean, that also is I find myself checking it online to see if I can save a few bucks. And sometimes it is cheaper to order it online and just wait a couple days. You know what? I
but I feel like with like, what do you call it? Shipping, it comes out to be the same price.
Yeah. Well, again, if you have the free shipping on Amazon.
Yeah. That's because you use it a lot. I don't use it that much.
Oh my God.
So
every day the Amazon guy drives by my house and drops something off every single day. And then Mama Llama's like, oh, check out what's on the door. I'm like, okay. I said, what is it? And she's like, I don't know. I ordered something. And I'm like, how do you not, like, I order one thing and I know what's coming. So I know, but shit. And she doesn't, she orders so many things. It's like, and again, she orders stuff for school. She orders stuff for herself, stuff for the kids. And so she's just like, I don't know. One of the packages I ordered is here. So go get it from the door. Let's see.
Didn't even get you anything.
No. I usually order myself my own stuff there. Yes, you can in the adult section for her. Chat Mom says white trash here. Growing up, we definitely had to wipe out asses with drive-through napkins or random stuff when we didn't have any TP. Oh, okay, I got you.
I've done that before.
We've all been there. I think we could, we won't say that nobody's ever been in that desperation at some point in their lives. But yeah, if it's something I need it, like if I need that as a supply, I will go to the store right away. Yeah. I won't order on Amazon. But
I mean, that makes you a reasonable human being.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not taking a shit for the next 2 days.
I'll hold it in. Yeah. Amazon will deliver. AD, you gotta stop fetishizing Asian women, or they're never gonna
fetish.
date you.
It's a preference.
I think you've said that before.
Yeah, it's not a fetish. It's what I like.
It's your thing. That's it.
Man,
gotta play dumb.
It's been since I was young. You know what it was? It had to be like Dragon Ball Z. Like, I don't know, like Asian culture, and then we went to Epcot, and then like the Japanese section sold me. And then Tokyo Drift came out. It was just like a bunch of like fake Asian things. I was like, you know what? I really like this culture, and they're all hot.
So okay. So yours was Tokyo Drift. So since it's movie related, I started digging, Asian ladies, when I watched Karate Kid 2.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
yes,
yeah, I mean, it was like,
I remember.
hey, like this was the romance of the summer, and you watched it. And I probably watched that movie like 100 times. So,
I do remember that.
yeah. See, so everyone's got their moment where they go, oh, you discover the beauties that beyond the Americas, as they say.
Yeah, and honestly, let's be real. If I find a girl that's a mix of like Spanish or Asian, like a Filipina, you know what I mean? It works better for me.
I think this will just be a new segment that we'll call,
we just talk.
We're just gonna create AD's.
We can have a dating
Perfect.
show.
Yeah, you know what? If you are watching the show and you happen to be of Asian descent and female and would like to come on the show and play a dating game with us, let us know. Let us know, and we'll bring you on. We'll bring you on.
Actually, be hilarious content.
And if anybody shows up, you just come on in. We'll bring you on screen, and we can have a quick dating game. See if there's a match that we can make here. Let's see.
I grew up on some of the best dating shows.
AD, hit up Amy. She got the hookup on free shipping. Oh my god.
Okay.
No, jeez. Okay.
Everyone loved Bulma. Yes. Bulma.
Who's Bulma? Who's that?
Dude, you don't know her. I'm not gonna be like, well, it's Vegeta's wife. You know, like that makes no sense.
Okay. All right.
Trunks' mom. You know, like. She's the smart one. She builds all the cool shit.
God. Okay.
Massive, you know what I mean? It's a fetish if you're gonna say you're gonna order. I didn't say that. The chat said that. That's all you guys. Don't put that on me.
Yeah, the segment we call Finding AD Love.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I grew up on some of the best. You ever watched those growing up? Like the dating shows? Like Rock of Love, Tila Tequila, A Shot at Love with Tila Tequila, Flavor Flav, obviously classic.
Oh, I watched the Flavor Flav one. Yeah,
you know
I watched some of those.
Oh, I watched them all. It was terrible. That was like me and my sister's bonding. Was watching trash dating shows every week. God. I'd be so invested. I'd be like, yo, this guy's going home next week. Bulma got the heavies. Yes. Agreed.
Nah, the older ones are better. Okay. We're talking about the dating shows. So
oh yeah.
I grew up on the Love Connection, on obviously Newlywed Game isn't a dating show. The Dating Game, which is really old, but they tried to remake it like 16 times over. And my favorite dating show, Cheaters. That used to be one of my favorite shows. You ever watch that show?
No.
Oh my God, dude. You got to check out an episode. It's like at the time, not knowing it was like scripted reality television.
Yeah.
But for the time, you thought like, oh my God, these people are actually getting caught cheating, and they got these elaborate setups and everything. Those were the best shows, man. I mean, not necessarily Love Connection dating shows, but like you enjoy.
You ever remember Next on MTV? They walk out the bus and be like, next. Yo, they no conversation. No, that is like no. It was like the first swipe left.
Oh my God! What I can't stand is The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. I
never watched those.
I've watched like maybe 15 minutes of one of those episodes ever in my life, and I knew for sure that was not for me. This, and the promos come on and the commercials come on, and I'm like, God, who watches this shit? But I watched the Paradise Hotels. I'd watch the those ones where they set like couples up and shit, and they have to do all kinds of like.
What is it about
challenges?
What is it about us that like attracts us to watching other people live life? It's so weird. Like
it's the reason that
why is that? Like, because I grew up watching all these shows. Like even like we talked about Real World. Like I had like a real affinity for that show and like wanted to be on it, but it was just like they did nothing. They just argued with each other. You know what I mean? Like the dating shows were like BS dates, and half the time it was just mostly them living their life and then like kind of interacting with the person and then doing the little drills or whatever, the competitions. Like
I mean I watched all those things, and I don't know why. I just enjoyed them, but I think we've slowly gotten to just enjoy other people's lives on social media, and just it's been an evolution from the TV show to a smaller platform. But damn, I don't even know what the attraction is because I can't stand watching other people do things and like, but I'll enjoy the soap opera of it, like the I think people are drawn to confrontation because they don't want confrontation or they don't like it in their life, but shit happens to somebody else, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I enjoy that, that type of thing. But then it gets
Yeah.
to a point where it gets stupid. Like, okay, like this is contrived and set up, and that's where I think it got stupid. I think I knew it was scripted or it was some stuff was set up, but I was like believing a little bit of the almost like wrestling. When I know it's really, really fake, it's stupid. But if I enjoy the storyline and I'm enjoying it, then
That's all it is storylines.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
all it is, bro. It's just weird because like growing up, I mean, there's so many weird shows. Like there's like a show of like people working on yachts, like traveling. They're basically working the yacht, and when people rent it, they're the ones that are like serving. But they live on the boat and stuff. I don't know what it's called, but I know Big Homie and his girl watch it.
Oh yeah.
But it's just
I think
it's just funny to me because it's like what, and then they go party after they work, and you're just watching them work. It's like, oh wow, they made this much money, and like they're like effing each other, but they're at work too.
Yeah, so let's watch them clean the ship.
Yeah. Oh man.
Or she likes the ones where they like to ask those stupid questions and are hidden. Oh, okay. Let's see what they say. Gabe is Llama doesn't know Bulma. Okay,
that's crazy, dude.
I'll Google it.
He said who's Boma? I was like, bro, I could tell you, but you're still not gonna know.
Exactly. Jane says next is perfect. Okay, so
next was a classic. You ever seen that one?
I think I've heard of it, but I've not like watched it.
If they didn't like it, like you stepped off the bus and they're like, no, next. they didn't give you a chance to even talk. It was like,
but in front of them, like
it's like they get revealed off the bus, and the person that's waiting to like accept or deny them is standing outside the bus and just walk off. It's like next, like no.
Oh, my
and then
God.
They'll go on a date with like one of them they think is cute, but 9 times out of 10, every episode somebody gets crazy dissed.
Oh my God,
it's hilarious. Room Raiders, Room Raiders was crazy too.
What was Room Raiders? Is that the one where they come in and they
go into their room
with
like
the black lights?
Yeah, with the black light and like just see all the weird stuff. Like that was a nuts one.
That to me was like that's like terrifying. It's like what if they find something or like it's almost like when you walk into a convenience store and like the people are watching you. You ain't stole shit, but you feel like you did because they're watching you and you're like
they're judging you. They're giving you a preconceived notion.
Right.
Don't let them project on you, Llama.
But I walk out and I'm like, put my hands where they can see my hands. And I don't know. I've never, as a kid, I think I stole a bunch of shit, but not as an adult, man. I'm like, I got money now. I can buy this candy bar.
Yeah,
I don't need to steal it.
Yeah, when I was a kid, for sure.
Yeah,
it was terrible.
Yeah, I was a terrible kid, man. Candy bars and that poor 7-Eleven on Sheridan Street. Now I'm giving up too much information.
Yeah, I was about to say what? I was gonna tell you. Yeah, it has to be like 7 years, right? Like,
there's a statute of limitations on confessions for like 20.
Just say in the 60s, dude. They'll let you slide. In the 60s, I used to take this candy bars. And they were 5 cents.
They no longer make this candy bar. That's how old it is when I was stealing shit. It's the same place I played Street Fighter 2.
Nah, when I was young, like high school, bro, I used to take. You remember like the fighting stuff, like the necklaces, like the baseball necklaces.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to take all the arm sleeves. We used to go to every sports authority close to us and just walk in, take it, and leave for a game. It was it was so bad. At least one dude came up to us, and this is the last time we ever did it. He was like, "Oh, you and your friends like come in sports authority, huh?" And I was like, "Get out, everybody, leave. Don't take shit. Put everything back. Walk out."
They caught us.
Yeah, red-handed.
Let's see. Gabe says Parental Control was a banger too.
Yo, classic. That was like basically their parents were involved. Room Raiders was lit.
Let's see. Yeah, Room Raiders was lit. That's from Big Homie. It's an Unk, right? That's
Yep.
Dating shows have a history of having serial killers in them. Okay,
Well,
I mean that's possible. After many years of people, there could be a serial killer. How many serial killers are on YouTube that are YouTubers? Is there a
probably
couple?
at least 10.
There's a couple. There's a couple that were on after they murdered somebody. I remember that.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Mm.
Jay Birdie says The Miz is the greatest real world member. Yeah. I mean,
Theo Vaughn, bro.
Who?
He's a Theo Vaughn, a comedian. He's hilarious.
Oh yeah. I mean, I remember watching The Miz on The Real World, and he was doing the Miz character, and I thought for sure that like that's never like I was like, this guy's crazy. He's stupid. And then he showed up on Tough Enough. I think he tried out for that show, and he made it. And I was like, damn, the shitty Miz character he played in The Real World is now wrestling, and he was actually really good. Let's see. Uncle says here, we just like watching other people eating rejection.
Yeah, I think there's a sick part of us that likes that for sure.
Yeah. You take some sort of not pleasure, but like enjoyment out of watching people.
Because it's not you.
Yeah, exactly. It happens to you enough times. You're like, I'm glad to see somebody else is doing it. Let's see. Jane says, yes, they do. Herc and I learned that from the last podcast on the left. Let's see. Below Deck. That's the name of the show that you guys talked about.
It's wild. They make a lot of money doing that. Unc knows it. Unc watch it too.
There you go. See. Was it the Ken form, the Ken and the Barbie Killers, the one who raps?
I don't know what that means, dude. I'm so confused. Hey, buenos noches, guys. Trying to catch up. Shout out to Tia Michi. That's my aunt.
Oh, we got the whole family joining in.
Yes, sir.
All right.
That's Roman 2 Raw's mother.
What?
Yeah.
So do we say Mrs. Roman 2? No, that's not Mrs.
No.
This would be Mama Roman 2 Raw?
Yeah, Mama Roman 2 Raw.
Mama Raw? No.
Nah. No, please.
We're going to be respectful.
Move on, dude.
Let's see.
I'm stealing the candy bar right now as an adult.
Oh, my God. Jane says, I love stealing shit. Weird, pointless shit from people. Oh, my God.
What? We're getting the truth.
Kleptomania. Big Homie says Llama been stealing since the early 1900s.
Yeah, I'm God.
Late 1900s. Like that still burns and that still sucks. Somebody wrote something like, yeah, I remember like 30 years ago. And then for me, and people my age, us old people, we think it's 1970, but it's really 1992. We're like, that hurts. Yep. I'm going to bed now.
30 years ago, back in the day. Now, when you say back in the day, you mean it.
Like, yeah, exactly.
Yo.
They're making TV shows about my era, and it's like to you guys, it's like way back then.
Yo, I'm thinking of one of my scripts I would love to write is like my mom's experience growing up when like freestyle music was popping. Because I feel like we've never got like a cool depiction of that, like for our generation to see. But it's like close enough where people like their parents listen to freestyle, and like I guarantee like people will know songs. So I just find it funny.
You know, freestyle, it's weird. Like the freestyle artists haven't let us forget them, like, or reminisce about them, because they're still around doing their concerts and doing the same shit, like at wedding halls and at bars, and Stevie P.
My mom's been to like 4 freestyle like mashup concerts, like Rolling Loud for freestyle artists.
That's what I'm saying. Like they have not let us forget them, and there's no reminiscing. And the one bad thing about freestyle, right, is that there were so many freestyle artists. Like there's like, okay, there was.
How long did it realistically go for?
It went for a while. The problem is that we didn't know it was freestyle. Like we didn't like know that like this was the genre. Like when you were in the again, I wasn't there. I
He
just
was
want
there,
to
dude.
preface this, but I
He was
wasn't there. But in the 70s when they
He was
went
there
through
when
the
hip hop was created.
I was there, yes. Turntables made out of stone. No, like in the 70s when they were going through the disco era, they didn't know it was the disco era. They just knew that there was this new music coming out
Yeah.
and they were enjoying it in the clubs. And then in the 80s, they said they went back and like, oh yeah, this was disco. But same shit with freestyle. I don't think anybody knew it was just dance music. It was club and dance music and they were exploding. So and then later on you start to categorize like, all right, all this shit sounds the same and it's really old now. And so like, oh, freestyle. That's what it was. So I don't know. That's how I do it. Now, Big Homie says AD is a certified klepto. Do you want to
in my past life?
Okay, I was gonna say, do you want to accept those charges?
It was bad. For no reason. I didn't need the stuff. I just did it. It was easy.
Let's see, we got
She's disappointed.
Yeah, she's saying, yep.
You want to hear a funny story?
Actually,
I actually to taking stuff. Yo, so we went to Walmart. It was like the same, like it was like a team, like it was like a travel ball team. And before tournaments and all that, we would hang out all the time. But before tournaments, we would just go stores and take shit. I don't know why we did it. We did it, right? But one time, my boy, it was like no intention to take anything. We were at Walmart, and he's like, "Yo, I don't have the money for this Call of Duty game, but it's like $10 or something." It was like stupid cheap too. He's like, "Yo, can you take this for me?" Because he was scared. And then I did it, and then they caught me. It was like, just pay for it, and I was like, all right. So I paid for it, and I was just like, bro, I don't even like Call of Duty, like. So I just always look back at that moment, like, bro, like I didn't even like Call of Duty. Like now, it would make more sense if I tried to steal a Call of Duty game, but like back then, I didn't even play it. So I was like, what was I thinking? It was like, yeah, I'll take it.
So I do have a funny story involving Mama Llama, who technically did not steal anything, but was an accomplice, to a potential alleged scenario where merchandise was stolen from a Universal store. So we're
So
on.
did you take it? I'm confused.
No.
Okay.
It had nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for her to hear this and just come flying back here and like punch me.
Shut up.
No, so honestly, what happened is, I guess a friend of hers, he was stealing things at so it was the class trip to Universal or I don't know if it was Universal or Disney or anything. But anyway, it was the they were so hardcore. They'd be like, if you steal anything, you stay back. You're not going on the bus. So apparently someone handed her something and they got in trouble. I don't remember if she got on the bus or not. I think she didn't. They had to come get her at at Universal Jail. So she was just an accomplice. She didn't realize what was happening. That's her story, and she's sticking to it. So if she's listening, I'm sure she can correct the tale because I probably have butchered that story just now. Let's see. Jay Birdie says 1902, Llama's first felony. Thank you.
Back in the day, it was so long ago they acquitted him.
Let's see. Hello, I'm Adrian's aunt. Nice to meet you, Big Llama. Nice to meet you. Shout out to Big Meech, according to Big Homie.
Yep, so. Big Meech.
I mean, am I being disrespectful by saying that? I just want to make sure. Okay,
He knows her.
No, I don't know that I've earned the right to say shout out to Big Meech. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure, respected.
Exactly. Yes, I am. No, Mrs. Sierra Raw. Okay.
Oh shit. Okay,
she correct.
I'm not gonna remember that. That's Mama Too Raw. Okay, Mama Too Raw is kind of cool.
I like that one. They stole things in the womb. # born a felon.
Okay. Wow.
We're having if you've stolen anything, hit us
up.
We're
snitching on ourselves right now.
We're cleansing. We're relieving ourselves of sins. Just tell us what you stole. Actually, tell us any story. This is
Also, if you're young, don't steal. It's not cool.
exactly. If you're watching this and you're young, don't steal anything.
I only steal hearts. This guy Jimmy's a
Jay Birdie.
lovebird.
He's a menace. And he said, and credit card numbers.
Just in case. From
Just in
the
case.
hearts. Just from the hearts.
Y'all are getting old. Face it.
Correction. Llama is old.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I'm the resident old guy here. Freestyle is the shit. Yes, it is. Yes.
You know what I like about freestyle is the pain. It's the pain to the dance music. All their songs about heartbreak and being hurt and sad. And you just want to groove to it. People are like, I love this song. It's like, this song hurts.
I'm crying over you. That's why I'm crying. I'm like, oh my God.
Seriously, bro. Over you. Yo, they go crazy.
Oh my God. Let's see. Gabe, I'm off probation now. Ex-felon. Okay.
Thank you, Gabe, for sharing.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Way to bring the chat to a grinding halt, Gabe.
Jesus.
Congratulations, sir. Hercules says, my back feels about 15 years older than I really am. Do that's a thing.
15 years.
15. Congrats, but I need deets about the gay babe. Okay.
She wants to know so she don't let her children around you. She's like, don't bring that Gabe guy to our house. Herc's like, but he's our friend.
Oh, dear. I like Mama Too Raw. Thanks, guys. Okay. She's accepted the name. She's accepted the name.
She's now part of the chat.
She is. Welcome. Let's see. Chat mom says, my mom had a tape we listened to every day full of freestyle and 80s and 90s rap. Okay. Yeah, no, like I found myself like you have to be in a mood for freestyle. Like,
oh yeah.
Either you're cleaning something or you're getting ready to go out. Those are the two times I enjoy freestyle.
My mom plays it all the time. So it's kind of like, I like it now, but when I was younger, I hated it. I was like, this is trash. Because that's what, like, I'd be like, yo, why are they so sad? Like, I don't care. I've never even had a girlfriend, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
And now you're crying over her. That's what it is.
Yeah. Copy that. I'll let you know.
All right. She's going to give you some deets there.
I'm ready. SpongeBob voice.
I'm ready. Lesson learned, as she says, right?
About all the stealing.
Yeah. Thank you for the discretion, Big Llama. No problem. I'm just trying to be respectful. Shout out to AD's aunt.
Yep.
Let's see. I stole a heart once, and then she broke mine. Oh.
Sounds like a good premise to a new freestyle song.
Exactly. That's actually the name of the song. Actually, that's the whisper at the beginning. I stole her heart once, and she broke mine. Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, it goes crazy.
Start breaking down the beat right there.
Yo, I was thinking it was like if I was musically talented, I'd bring back freestyle. You know what I mean? Like I guess pretty much every other song now, actually.
Come on, man.
Just
You can bring back Diamond Girl. That's a great song.
Oh, remix it. Actually, Pitbull did that once.
Pitbull.
One of the greatest Florida legend.
It's Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide. Florida legend, though.
Chat mom says I used to steal my stepmom's cigs and I didn't even smoke.
What? You just throw them away? That's evil.
Let's see. We got I don't know if do you know this guy here?
No, I do not.
Funsky 40 says I have a question. Why porn stars are so expensive? $800 for an hour. That is a great question.
Listen, man, you're paying for the experience. You're not paying for you get it way cheaper.
You know what? I think you're paying for the name.
See, yeah, the experience. You want to have that one that you've seen growing up, you know? Or not.
I mean, that's what it is. You're paying for the name. It's the same services that you would get.
It's like buying a Yeezy T-shirt with holes in it.
There you go. There you go. They're all made
of holes, loose holes.
Right, dirty, dingy shirts that are marked by.
It looks like they've been used by multiple.
Yeah,
men, maybe.
But
Who
again,
also pay $800?
Funsky's question is not a bad one.
Not a bad
Why are
one.
they expensive? It's the name nor notoriety. That's what it is.
Yep.
And that's an example, guys, of what you can expect on this show. We will answer your questions, no matter how crazy they seem to be. Let's see. Yeah, she agrees. It's good cleaning music. I'm telling you, you got a long day of cleaning, or you got to do a bunch of cleaning. Throw some freestyle in your ear. You be dancing half the way, and then before you know it, you're done.
I'll put on like Alicia Keys.
Ooh, Alicia Keys too. That's
Good stuff.
That's good. That is good stuff. Congrats, Gabe.
Yes, sir. Congrats.
Gabe and Ace are always welcome here. Okay, so we're catching
Clearing
up on
up,
the chat. I wake up and go to my 9 to 5 listening to rappers talk about debauchery and murder.
As you should, brother.
That's a great way to start your day, man.
Yep.
Gabe says, hot take from Gabe. I hate freestyle because it got played out all of my younger years. Man, if we were to put on some freestyle music at your baby shower, you would be dancing.
They'd be lit.
Because you are lit, you will be dancing. This is Gabe says, my mom played it when she cleaned, and she cleaned a lot.
Because you were dirty, dude. Come on. Set us up.
That's it. Just lobbed it up there. Let's see. That's the best annoyingly ever. Porn stars equal Yeezy attire.
I thought that was pretty good podcasting right there.
I think so too. I think so. It has a little bit for everybody. Let's see. Ung says it's cheaper to buy molds of porn stars. Okay.
Yeah. Pocket vagines.
I mean, if you're on a budget,
if
you're on a budget, you're looking for the experience.
I would never get a mold of one. It'd be weird. It look like a microphone.
No. I think we could get into this talk. That's for sure. You hear my voice going up a couple octaves.
He's a little nervous. He's like, scared about thinking is that Yeezy t-shirt.
That Yeezy was fine. The whole thing was fine. Or just watch it. Just watch normal stuff. Okay, Jay Birdie, I'm with you.
Yes.
Oh, there goes my monetization and advertising dollars.
You gotta say prawn
or corn, as they say on TikTok, right?
Is it really? Why is TikTok really doesn't want you to say a lot of things?
Yeah, well, I mean, TikTok's weird, right? Because there are so many like completely like inappropriate things in TikTok. And you know, and it depends on what annoys somebody, how big it is or whatever. But people are like usually not dressed on TikTok, and they're on lives doing all kinds of crazy stuff. And it's like
massive juggernauts bouncing around. I noticed my TikTok is full of like games, hot girls, and like miscellaneous like pimple popping videos. Be like, why? I don't go on it enough to like have an algorithm, but I'm like, why is this what I see every time? It's like gameplay, big titties, pimple popping, more gameplay. Like, what is going on, bro? It's
what
so
exactly? Weird. Let's see. Gabe says, I think you're onto something. Jay Birdie, Hub sponsor us. Yeah, sure. Cut the check. All right. Yeah, let's go. Alex says, trust me, the mold learned how to cook. If the mold learned how to debating.
This guy that sounds like a birdie take.
It does.
That's good. That's funny.
That is funny. All right. So Mrs. Sierra Turol. So I have a question. What is tonight's topic?
We don't have one.
We don't have one.
Tonight's it's topicless.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, to be honest, our shows have been kind of leaning away from the topics, and we kind of just engage with chat and just kind of banter on what we kind of find interesting. It's been working. No. I think it's some of our best conversations. It's been working the past couple weeks.
Yeah, it's not so structured. I mean, again, if there is a good topic out there or something major happening, we'll talk about it. But yeah, we like to just see where the chat goes, where the conversation goes, and hell, we're down a doozy this time, and only 45 minutes late. And yeah, it's freestyle night,
Freestyle
essentially.
night. Let's get it.
Oh man.
Yo, we've been, honestly though, I hate to jinx it, but we've been around like 17, 18.
Yeah, man. Hey, welcome to the show, guys. If you're watching the show,
What's popping?
yeah, hit a like. Everybody hit a like, hit subscribe, do what you got to do. But yeah, man, it's been popping all night. So I'm excited. Thank you. If you guys are watching, guys, be part of the show. Ask questions, put it in chat. Be happy to answer anything that you guys put up there. We had a new guy in there today, and he asked a question and we answered it. So let's keep that going. So if you want to be part of the show, you want to have a burning question for myself or AD, let us know what your questions are, and we'll be happy to answer them.
And if you haven't liked the video, like the video.
Exactly.
There's 9 likes, 18, 20 of us right now.
Yeah.
Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Yo, welcome. Hey, 20. Is 20 our record right now? It has to be.
It has to be somewhere up there. Yeah. Unless that one night where we had like 25 and then we burned it. Remember?
Oh yeah.
That was the sin night. That was the worst, man. Let's see. Today's topic is brought to you today by the letter F for freestyle.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Or F for porn star.
Or F is for friends who do stuff together.
Yes. Yes. Oh man.
Go ahead, man.
No, you threw me off, and I was like, all right, well, let me segue somewhere else. It just got weird. No, I was gonna ask you, what do you feel about the Batgirl stuff, though? And
Honestly,
for chat, if you don't know, a $90 million movie that DC and Warner Brothers was working on, Batgirl, which had like Brendan Fraser in it. It was supposed to have Michael Keaton's Batman in it. They canceled it. A $90 million movie they canceled. They said that the test screenings were so bad that if it came out, people would it would ruin the legacy of what DC is already kind of squandering off. So, Llama, what's your point?
All right. So, first of all, the whole thing is being blamed on the new management at DC and at Warner Brothers and all that stuff. The problem is this: they have no plan. They have no plan at all. They want to be Marvel so badly, and they want to put out these tentpole movies, and they've hit on a couple of really, really good ones. But this Batgirl cancellation is weird because honestly, I think it still needed post-production. I think that's the thing that people keep missing. There was some post-production things that still have to be worked out. You could still have put it on a streaming service and just like considered it, crap. But if it's been fully wrapped, everybody's been paid already. Why not? Why not redo it a little bit? Why not re-edit it and put it out and see what we get? Like, you never know what this movie could be. I get what the reason for it. The reason they're not doing it is because it doesn't follow their new plan, which is going to be a new DCEU, a 10-year plan that's focused around Superman, around Batman as the two key characters. And they're going to do like a Kevin Feige. They're going to hire somebody who will oversee the whole thing. And to be honest, I don't know. I don't understand. Like Michael Keaton in the Batman suit was going to come out in this Catwoman. You had Brendan Fraser coming back. You had J.K. Simmons. You had all these big names attached to this project. Why not see it out? But I don't blame them for canceling their other future projects like Wonder Twins and all this other shit that they had coming out. It's essentially movies nobody asked for, but they thought they could make money with. Like they're trying like the Guardians of the Galaxy approach. Like nobody asked for Guardians of the Galaxy, but little did we know that James Gunn will make you love that shit,
Yeah, but I mean, it just goes to show they had a plan in place. They really believed in the stuff that, Marvel, I'm talking about. They believed in the stuff that they're putting out. And honestly, they're not wrong. Like, that's what I've been seeing. Like, they didn't put that movie out because the tests were so bad that they were like, bro, people already shit on all our movies. You know what I mean? Like, you got the Batman, you got Joker, Wonder Woman, maybe, but even watching that back, it's kind of not as good as like the first time I seen it or whatever. Aquaman, you know what I mean? And then you got problems with the Flash Ezra Miller, which is another kind of crazy thing. Like, think about how much they believe in the Flash. That Ezra Miller, like, is running away from the cops with a female that the parents are looking for. Like,
Yeah.
and they're still gonna put the movie out. You know what I mean? So, like, to me, it's like that movie has to be that bad that they're like, yo, let's not. I mean, I heard the costumes were cheap looking, like it looked like a CW show in a long form movie, and it's like that's not what people are going to the movie. You could just watch the Batgirl that failed on CW already, which
And they
is another
canceled.
thing. Which was another thing too. They had a Batgirl like CW character, and they let that go immediately because it was doing terrible. So it's
Yeah.
like, I don't know. It just shows where they're in a bad place. My question is like, how are they going to find a Kevin Feige? You know?
They so apparently they have God, a former executive of the Disney company who worked under the guy who just stepped down, Iger. So apparently they have someone that like an Iger who will be looking over everything. They're going to find a Feige type, but what they don't understand is I'm pretty sure they're just looking for like they're looking for magic in a bottle. Like everything has a freaking universe now, which is annoying. Like now, because in their sales call or whatever their investors meeting, they have the 90 Day Fiance universe. Like that show has so many spin-offs and so many shows that it has its own universe.
Yeah, but people are like sickly invested in that.
No, I get that. But what I'm saying is like everything doesn't have to have a universe. Like not everything has to be part of the whole. Now some it works, but other stuff it's like okay, like Stranger Things is going to do it. After this 5th season that they're going to close everything out, there's going to be a Stranger Things universe, and they're going to have this branch off and this branch off, and
Do
it's
you
going to
think
be.
so though?
I think so because people are looking for that magic in a bottle. They're looking for like that universe that can continue to sell, and if you do it right, it works. But shit, it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't
Marvel.
know. I don't see the Stranger Things going that direction just because they could have did it already. Honestly,
Well, I think they said that they're looking to do spinoffs, but they want to finish the 5th season. They want to finish it up and wrap everything up because I'm assuming that the story can't stay wide open. But
yeah. Even like
let's see.
Vampire Diaries has their own. They have like a bunch of spin-offs with their own stuff. But I mean, I get what you're saying. I just get at this point, it's like this is what people kind of look for, and it kind of makes the stories when they're done right. It makes the story better because you get multiple shows. Like when the Flash, like when CW on the Flash, like came out, and then you had obviously Arrow was first, and like they started integrating these different shows together. I thought it was like it worked really well, especially early on. Like it worked super well, but then then it kind of got out of hand. So I mean, at the end of the day, I see your point.
No, but remember the blueprint that Marvel did with those Netflix shows and everything was to cancel them. Luke Cage, the Punisher. What they said was like, look, before we start doing our TV shows, we got to bring these back, or we got to figure out how to because the storytelling or the story continuity becomes an issue. Like if you're going to have that, think about DC. They've got everything everywhere. Like they've got a Joker that's not necessarily the Joker part of a different Batman world. They've got the Batman that just dropped. You're trying to bring back the Michael Keaton Batman. You've got the Ben Affleck Batman, part of the Snyderverse. Like they are just all over the place, and that's the problem with the storytelling is you really can't get invested in one movie. Like Marvel makes it so that even I say the shitty ones, but like the mid ones, you have to come watch them because you're invested in the overall story arc.
Yeah.
They're all connected, and that there's not just even if it's a filler movie, there's something in that filler that if you miss it, you're not part of the end, right? Like so that's the beauty of the Marvel secret is that they made you feel like you have to watch all of their content. And to be honest, you don't have to, right? But it's nice to be in the know, right? It's nice to know that, oh, this show is leading to this, and oh, look, they just mentioned this other character, and this, like She-Hulk has nothing but cameos in it, according to, based on what I'm seeing. And it's great because the storyline behind it was not geared towards someone like me. It was geared towards like a Sex in the City type thing, which I enjoy those types of shows. But like from a Marvel property, I wasn't really looking for it. But now that I know Daredevil's in it, and I know there's who's the other guy?
Wong's in it. There's a bunch of
There's a bunch of characters that are gonna be in there. So you're like, oh, I gotta watch it now. I gotta watch these episodes. So that's, I think, the secret sauce is that it's all intertwined, and if you miss something, you feel like you're going to miss everything. And that's, when, and in honesty, you can watch any of those movies by themselves and you wouldn't miss a thing. But except for like Endgame and Infinity War, you had to have caught up with the lore at that point.
But they were so big that they made you want to see it. That's the thing. That's something that DC can't do. Is they haven't, like you said, they haven't given us that compelling story. Like, I mean, think about the Justice League. They didn't build up to the Justice League. They started giving us Aquaman, Wonder Woman after they put the Justice League out. It's like, that's the wrong way to do it. And it almost just felt like, and it's another thing too, it's like people can see your desperation. So when you do that, when you put the Justice League out, it shows that you're like, oh, we got to catch up to what Marvel's doing with the Avengers and put out our own version, because clearly it's selling and clearly, we have the properties to do it. But if you would have just built around these characters, gave us a Superman movie, Batman movie, kind of just gave us the story arc to the Justice League movie, it's gonna work better. 9 times out of 10, unless they would have gave us, Endgame level Justice League movie, but obviously they didn't.
And that's the thing. They got desperate to match the Avengers. So they're like, we got to come up with our own Avengers. Let's just throw it together. And it's like, no, like, take your time. Like, what was it? Henry Cavill's only done one Superman movie. He's only had one solo movie, and Thor's had 4. Iron Man's had 3. Captain America's had 4. Like, these guys have had their movies built up, and again, they've introduced different characters into their movies and slowly moved them to Infinity War, which was the culmination of an amazing run of movies. Right? I mean, those two those two experiences, next level. I don't think we're ever going to see that again, at least not for a long time, where you go to a theater and it's like your invested time is now paid off. So, good luck. Good luck, DC EU, with your 10-year plan. I don't know that it will work. But
they just have to have the right people around it. That's really all it is. The right, I mean, it's more than that, really, because it just comes down to the right person at the helm, the right vision that everybody's following, and then finding the right directors to convey that. Like, think about, like you said, Guardians of the Galaxy. We had James Gunn, who really James Gunn, and then the characters that they casted really brought life into that. Think about Thor. The first 2 Thor movies were kind of like forgettable in a lot of ways, and then you bring in Taika Waititi and you give Chris Hemsworth more of a goofier Thor style character, and the movie pops, and we get 2 movies that are significantly better than the first 2 Thors. Like Iron Man, like Robert Downey Jr., perfect casting. So it's like a lot of things had to happen for Marvel to have the characters that we care about, have the vision for the long term to build the stories around it, and build compelling stories that want us to wait 10 years to see what an Avengers level, threat is. But I don't know. They got a lot of things against them.
And the problem too is, like, they want to bring these big names in, like DC wants to instantly market and sell it. Like, you have, like, right now you can actually see it in Hawkeye with Haley Steinfeld. She's like the biggest name that they have. America Chavez, her character, I don't know the actress's name. Miss Marvel, they're all newcomers. They're all like fresh faces into the world. And that, honestly, after their introductions, after their series, after like the things that they've done, I don't see anybody else playing these characters. Like, I'm glad that I don't know them from anywhere else. And again, you knew Robert Downey Jr. was like, okay, he was a big in the 80s. He was having a comeback, and he's a great actor, but like, he fit the role, right? Like, that's why it makes sense. Same thing with Tom Holland. You bring in a new Spider-Man, I didn't know who this kid was, and I can't see anybody else being Spider-Man for a while. Now that they've done their meetup, that's even better. So they just, I don't know, they got the casting right, and that's a big deal. And then they'll, this, because someone in the Snyderverse, some are in this other verse, they're not together. And forgive me for saying this, but like Shazam, great movie. I love Shazam. I'm not that interested in Shazam 2, even though it looks pretty clean. And honestly, Black Adam, it looks good, but
I don't even think it looks good. It looks generic.
I'm just not drawn to the character, and I'm not drawn to any of these because there's no emotion. You're giving me this full Black Adam movie. I don't even know what this is about. This is the first time I'm seeing Black Adam. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. I mean, what are we gonna do, man? What are we gonna do?
Exactly. All right, let's see what we got in the chat. So we've had a lot of rumbling since we've started talking. So she's Team Marvel right here. Okay. All right. Is the Beast movie based off of the old Lion movie? No clue. Oh, is it the one with Idris Elba?
Yeah.
I mean, that looked like a cheese fest. I had no interest in that movie whatsoever.
No, that movie kind of looks all right.
It's already out, right? Or no?
No,
is it coming out?
It's coming out. But I've seen the trailer mad times because it's been in every movie.
Exactly.
Speaking of, I honestly wanted to. I gotta check times. I kind of wanted to go tonight because I wanted to see the Joe Coy movie. I'm excited.
Oh yeah.
And also Bullet Train. I'm hearing a lot of good reviews about Bullet Train, so I have to go check that out as well.
That I want to go see. That's for sure. Bullet Train, but the Joe Coy movie. That's pretty good. Looks like Crazy Rich Asians type, in that style.
Ooh, 10-15.
Let's see. This is I need to get Green Lantern right. The Green Lantern Corps. Well, that's another central character to the Justice League that they didn't even touch. Why? Because they had a bad movie.
It was a terrible movie. It wasn't bad. It was god awful.
Let's see. I tried to watch Batgirl and it was terrible.
Yeah, I didn't even try to watch Batgirl.
Let's see. The Flash and the Flashpoint paradox is such an amazing opportunity to film, but it's so upsetting to see where they keep ending up with the decisions on it. Yeah, I mean, listen, the Ezra Miller thing is not going to fly. They're not going to release a movie with Ezra.
100% they're releasing it.
Not with him in it. They're going to replace him.
No, they're not.
I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, bro. They already did mad reshoots on this, like crazy amount of reshoots, and then all this stuff came out. And you know what WB said? Nothing. Literally nothing. They didn't say anything. They were like, listen, they put so much money, and that's another thing. That's probably why they canceled Batgirl, honestly, because they put so much money. Think about it. To make Batgirl good, you got to put more money into it. You got to do these expensive reshoots. And listen, we're getting Flashpoint, and we're getting it in theaters because they're going to try to make some of that money back because they put a lot of money, a lot of resources into that movie, and they were expecting it to be their movie that reset everything, which in a lot of ways it can reset the whole DCEU because it's a Flashpoint storyline, but that's why they're putting it out. It's not, this is their way to fix everything. At the end of the movie, they could make a whole new Flash just because it's Flashpoint and be like, oh, well, this is our new Barry Allen, if they wanted to.
Or early in the movie, just have another variant of Barry Allen jump in. Hey, guys. The Llama universe.
And before the Llama universe. I mean, technically, Blackout we got our own universe with the different personalities,
That's true.
Nah, but one more point to the Ezra Miller. He plays two versions of Barry in the movie.
Oh, shit.
So that means you would have to recast two different Barrys or have the guy do, there's no way we're not getting that movie for sure.
Yeah. Well, again, an interesting PR spin because he's got a lot of issues for sure. Yeah. Let's see. Llama universe. Jay Birdie says, I'm pretty sure that the Miss Marvel character is the main in Avengers. In the Avengers
comic book, she's kind of prominent.
Yeah. Let's see. The originals is better than
Vampire Diaries. Well, that's like I always say. The originals, they learned everything that was perfect, like what was the best parts of Vampire Diaries, and then they just made the originals with more compelling casts because They had more lore to like follow. It was just a better version of it. They're
I
both good.
never seen those shows.
It's crazy.
Never.
They rip people's hearts out, Llama. It's the best part. If he's like, what the?
No, I
You
gotta
rip his
watch
heart
that. I
out.
gotta watch that. I love vampires and vampire movies, so I'll have to check
Llama,
that out.
I don't think you understand. I finished the whole series and then immediately started the series over.
So it's like your Office.
It's better. The Office is trash.
Compared to this.
No, listen.
So hold on. So the Vampire Diaries is a series,
Yes.
right? Okay, so that's what I need to watch.
And then they have the originals, which is the spin-off of it. But it's
Okay.
characters from Vampire Diaries. And it's basically like a family of like, but they're basically like the first vampires ever. And that's
Okay.
the originals, and that's why they're called the originals, because they're original vampires. But it goes into like their backstory and like flashbacks of like them, and it's just a more compelling story. And like I said, they took the best parts of Vampire Diaries. Like Vampire Diaries had like a lot of early like cheesy love, like things that they kind of like did away with, and it got darker towards the end of it. So they just carried it on to the like. And then they did like a show called Legacies, which is like another spin-off of vampires, like kind of after Vampire Diaries, and that one's like back to like the cheesy like kid thing. So I wouldn't watch that, but the originals for sure. Even if you watched it over Vampire Diaries, it would make you want to watch Vampire Diaries, but I would suggest it the other way around.
Which one?
Watch Vampire Diaries first, because you
Okay.
get introduced to the characters, and there's kind of like plot lines that intertwine with it. Yeah, I mean, it's good series.
Okay. I might have to check that out. Unk says they are working on a spin-off for Stranger Things.
Got you.
Let's see. Hercules says, I used to always say that Marvel dominated the movie realm for comics and DC ruled the TV series realm. I mean, they had some decent good TV series, but they just weren't interconnected. And I think that's not a bad thing back in the day. But when Feige's master plan started kicking off and you started to see the collective universe, they were like, oh shit, what have we done? Because I know they sold their DC properties to different entities, different TV stations, and so that's why you have all those different shows.
Nori got his driver's license for the first time. That's
You're talking about the hip hop artist Nori?
Yeah, I know.
What?
That makes sense. He's from New York.
Okay.
But it doesn't make sense because he lived in Miami for so long. But he's also rich, so he probably just has a driver.
Yeah, I mean, DJ Khaled has a driver, I think.
But DJ
Let's
Khaled's
see.
a millionaire. I would hope he has a driver.
Hercules says Arrow was a great show till they started getting a bit crazy with all the other spin-offs that branched off of it. Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Supergirl, etc. Okay.
The thing is with Arrow's was fire, and I've watched Arrow multiple times, like through and through, but it was grounded at first, and then they started adding like the Flash and like these kind of like characters, and it kind of made it more cartoonish than it was. And I think it kind of just like, CW found a formula they liked, and they just went with it after a while.
Yeah,
you could tell.
Yeah.
But like early on, it was a lot more grounded show. It wasn't as much of a villain of the week or bad guy of the week type of show until like the last end. And they would have like one big, you know how like old shows would be. It had like one big storyline throughout the season, but then you would just face different bad guys every day.
Okay. Let's see, Jay Birdie. DC animations are by far greater than anything Marvel has ever put out. I would have to agree, and Herc agrees, right?
What? Better than Endgame?
No, animations. Like
Whoa.
their cartoons, they had the Batman Beyond.
Yeah, but he's
they had-
saying better than anything Marvel has ever put out.
I'm assuming he's meaning animations to animations, but because I would not say
knowing Birdie.
no. He's pretty steadfast. He's pretty saying it's better than everything, but I'm thinking from a cartoon perspective. Yeah, the animation on DC, it has some iconic cartoons, and those Batman series are just legendary. So I do enjoy those. Let's see. Ong says Netflix has established Upside Down Pictures for production in a spin-off and stage play ran by the Duffer Brothers. Ooh. Well, let's see. We'll see. 500 IQ. Hi, I'm new to the channel and I like.
Hey, welcome.
Welcome, 500 IQ. Welcome to the
Appreciate you.
show. Welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoyed this show and then you enjoy some of the videos on the channel for sure. Let's see. Herc says Moon Knight, possible season 2 in the works. I believe the answer is yes.
Yeah, there
Oscar-
was like
Oscar Isaac, right?
Yeah, he said they were in like Cairo. I don't know if it's Cairo, but they were somewhere over there, and he was like, "Why else would I be here?"
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
Oh, you're not wrong. Good point. My bad. I didn't mean to offend you, Mr. Oscar.
Jesus. Oscar, relax, dude. Relax, Poe. We're all welcoming 500 IQ. Jay
Let's
Birdie, Hercules is welcoming him. Gabe, well, he's welcome to the chat. Jay Birdie says, and let's not forget Peacemaker, also better than anything Marvel has come out since Endgame 2.
I personally, I mean, I enjoyed Peacemaker, but I think Loki was better than Peacemaker.
Loki was better than Peacemaker? Yeah, I think so. From a story perspective,
yeah. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I was hyped. Like, I like Peacemaker a lot, and I enjoyed like the experience of watching it. But it wasn't like Loki. I was like invested in the story and like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's now that I look back at it, Loki was just like, I gotta watch the next one. I gotta see the next thing. I gotta
see, you know, and another thing too. Maybe we're biased because we did the Llama show.
Maybe. I mean, I like Peacemaker. I think I enjoyed, and I wanted to watch it week to week. It was fun. It was crazy. But that was great. So I don't think. I mean, but I do think Loki is better. Just my opinion. Jay Birdie asked 500 IQ, what's your take on DC versus Bourville or Marvel? No, we know where Jay Birdie sits on this argument for sure. Hercules says here, with all the hype around Black Adam, it made me hate the character after I loved the concept for years.
What hype, brother? I don't see any hype for Black Adam. There's like, I only know Black Adam and like things going on with Black Adam because I'm so tapped into like comic book, movie, like culture. But if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't even know. I haven't even seen an actual trailer without clicking on like a nerd video. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see any hype for Black Adam to be. I honestly think it's gonna flop.
Yeah, the problem is that it's been in development hell for like years. It should have come out. This should have been in between Shazam 2. Like this should have been the lead into Shazam 2. And unfortunately, it's just like it's been sitting out there for years and years. And there was a teaser and there was like a concept art and there was like, all right, enough. Like, who gives a shit? And I think it's the same fatigue that you got from, remember what was it? The Kingsman, right? The King's the King's Man, right? Which was like, okay, here's the prequel, and everyone was like, didn't it come out already? And then it finally dropped, and it was a flop. It was crazy.
So also, I just think people were tired of those movies.
Yeah, well, I mean, it wouldn't have been bad again if it came out right away, but it's just waited and waited and waited. Plus the pandemic, so yeah. She says here she loves Joy Coy, right?
Yeah, Joy Coy. I'm kind of upset because they only had one showing today.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a little limited.
And it was like during the day. 30% off.
Jeez. Let's see. The Ghost in the Darkness. The old Kion movie. Was that it? I don't know, but Beast looks so bad. Like bad isn't bad, or bad meaning good.
I think bad isn't bad. I don't see that. I thought it looked pretty good.
I mean, listen, it looked ridiculous. It looked ridiculous. That's why I didn't want to go see it. Like there's something about it. Like, is it trying to take itself too serious? I don't know. Hercules says here they were saying that Dylan O'Brien was replacing Ezra as the Flash.
Yeah, maybe after they reset the timeline. I'm telling you, they're dropping that movie. Which it just blows my mind because look how fast they pulled the plug on Batgirl because it was a trash movie.
Yeah.
But Ezra Miller's a trash person. And they're like, listen, His acting's great though. We need to put this movie out.
Yeah, but the movie will still make money. But
It's actually a good film.
yeah, listen. So listen, we were talking about dating apps before. Now we don't get paid for this guy's hustle, but if you're looking for only Putin didn't find girls with us. Whatever that means.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
I'm so confused.
I'm so confused. Go there. It's up to you.
Is that the website?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not giving them any plugs. The user is blocked. All right, let's go. Let's see. Let's see. The original starts up just after season 4 of Vampire Diaries, and I always liked it a lot more. Legacies is more so for the teeny bops. Okay. Vampire Diaries is on the list of things I can watch when I'm not reacting.
Great shit.
Legacies is not great. Okay. Claws Forever.
Klaus. Yeah.
Klaus? Okay.
That guy's a savage. He's one of the best villains on screen. I'm telling.
You're hyping this up, man.
I'm telling you, I've been preaching this. I don't really only watch it because I was depressed, but it got me out of my depression.
That's okay, man.
It was so good.
That's why entertainment is there.
I'm telling you, that's the biggest compliment I could give is restarting the whole series the next day. It was like, I'm watching this again. Like from story perspective, like I got to see it again. So I don't know. We'll see, man. People be like, yo, when they rip the first heart out, you can be, yes. I didn't think it had it in them.
You get excited.
Yes.
Let's see. True Blood is better.
I actually never watched True Blood. I started like the first episode. That's something I would definitely check out. That's definitely something I'm intrigued by the vampire stuff. There's actually a vampire movie coming out, like a
from the True Blood.
No, universe? it's just like a vampire movie.
Oh, okay.
But it looks all right.
Let's see. Chat Mom says, used to make white trash sangria and watch True Blood with my roommates. Hardly remember it, but it was definitely cheesy too.
White trash sangria.
What is white trash sangria?
Yeah.
Chat Mom.
We're going to have to drink some when I'm local.
Right. Well, I need to know what this means because I wonder if I'm drinking that. I don't know. Let's see. I think I need to give True Blood a second go and watch it all. Well, you better watch it before HBO Max disappears.
They're not disappearing, are they?
They're merging with the National Geographic app, and the word on the street is that they're scaling back all original content from the HBO Max, and it's now going to be merged into this new app. And they may or may not have the HBO original series is on there, which would be a complete crime because that's where you're terrible. Insecure. That's where Game of Thrones. That's where all that stuff is. So,
Rap Shit, great show. It's a new one. It's a new one by Issa Rae called Rap Shit. Yo, it's kind of ratchet just because it's in like Miami and that's how they do it. But the way they like show the show, like the way they film the show is basically like living through your phone. Like one scene is like we're in the room with like a bunch of homies in like a college like dorm room and they all live together, but it's through a Twitch lens and you see their chat running, but they're just sitting there talking as if they're you know what I mean, as if they're just having conversation. I was like, bro, that's so genius. That's like if we we're filming a show and it's like from this perspective or whatever, or they do like Instagram lives and like they had like a real like deep conversation while they're on Instagram live and you just see the comments and like reacting to what they're talking about. So it's just like a weird take on like what we're living through right now. And I'm like, oh my God. And it's about like people like becoming rappers. So I'm like, two things.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. That sounds interesting for
shout
sure.
out Issa Rae.
Yeah, shout out to her.
She's really good.
She's watching. I know she's watching. Issa, we need an HBO original series
about my dating life, finding my Asian woman.
Well, speaking of your dating life, they have the answer here. It says the future is here. Dating AI match 84%. Naked HD.
I'm not using Naked HD, dude.
Find your future wife. Oh my God. Let's block that user. Thank you so much for trying. You're not paying us, so we can't sponsor. A says I have True Blood on DVD.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
DVD party over at Aces. Big up to 500 IQ. Yep.
Yep, shout out 500.
Welcome to the show. 500. Endgame was not better than Under the Red Hood. Robin's death. Joker whips him with a crowbar. Okay.
What?
He's talking about the animated things again. Let's see.
I never heard anybody say I am Robin. You know what I mean? I'm Iron Man. Snap. See you, buddy.
Exactly.
One
Everyone
of
knows
the greatest thing, you know what I mean? Or when Peter is dying in his arms, like, I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
Oh, dude.
What? Come on, bro. What?
That's
He
a
just
tissue box right
disappears?
there.
A tissue box easy.
Oh
There
my
was
God.
More grown men cried in that movie than women cried in the Titanic. That's because they knew they would have let him drown. You're not coming with me. I'm surviving this.
I'm telling you, man, I was a sobbing mess after both those movies, man. That was crazy. Let's see. Unk says, is Stallone's new movie Samaritan based on DC Samaritan? I don't know, because I don't know DC that well, but the premise looks pretty good. Although it's a premise that's been done before. Still looks good with Stallone in it as a superhero. So we'll see. Let's see. Let's see. It says they've been teasing the release for this movie for 5+ years. And I get that COVID was a factor, but we've had time to finish it all well before now. And we're talking about Black Adam. It's the same. Yeah. Let's see. 500 IQ is chiming in. He says, I'm not sure. And I guess that was the question to whether he liked DC or Marvel. I'm with you, 500 IQ. I like both.
Hey.
Okay. He says, I like how the channel is chill and everyone is nice. Yeah, man.
We're trying to build a wholesome community of nice people.
Awesome, man. Mm-hmm. So I'm glad. 500 IQ just join us week to week, man. Let's see. Beast is under the light of The Gray Man, where they make an A-list character actor do crazy things like Michael Bay stunts and fight lions. Okay? That's one of the greatest descriptions about a movie. Like it tells me exactly what the movie is. And now I don't want to watch it.
I'm telling you that movie's gonna have people tears, shambles.
Beast?
One of the girls are gonna die.
Oh, I'm sure.
I would respect it if they did it.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
And now Idris Elba has to live with that for the rest of his life.
Exactly.
And then the other daughter's gonna look at him a little different. And now she has father issues.
Oh dear God!
Come on, dude. These stories don't write themselves, dude.
You got it, man. You should write for DC, bro. You should be the new Feige.
Yeah.
Hashtag AD the new Feige.
I could be the perfect Feige for like a Power Rangers universe. I'll get it right. I'll get it right.
Chat Mom says, I guess she's responding to what the white trash margarita is.
Sangria.
She boxed white wine and frozen ShopRite fruit mix. Maybe a splash of what's that?
Bottom shelf
liquor.
Like trash liquor.
Oh my God. That sounds delicious.
Honestly, it does.
It kind of does, man. I'm like,
I'll put a straw in that.
Hercules says 500 IQ. You are welcome, friend. Look at this.
Hey, hello, brother.
Brother Bruce is in the building.
Brother Bruce is here.
Let's see. James says under the Red Hood is graphic AF. All right, yeah. He's responding to Birdie's take.
I think Birdie and Unk would get along very well. I
think so. Hear that, Bruce? We're nice people. James comment.
Can't be nice if you're blocked.
Well, exactly. Someone earmuff Bruce so that he does not hear about the superhero talk.
Mojo Jojo. Yo, Mojo Jojo, classic villain.
I don't know who that is.
What? Powerpuff Girls, the monkey? Mojo Jojo? Come on, bro.
Oh, the
You're old
Powerpuff
as
Girls.
this
I'm
guy's
sorry.
old as hell. This guy was really born in the early 1900s.
Bring it
Uh,
on, guys. Bring it on. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, we got some stuff here. Mr. Bum Tickler. Subscribe to Mr. Bum Tickler. Okay.
Only if you tickle my bum, brother.
So, Mr. Bum Tickler. I love the name, by the way.
I don't. I think it's dumb.
Bum Tickler?
Yeah, Mr.
Like
Bum
like
Tickler.
tickle your ass a little bit.
I get what it means, Llama. I
I'm
get
just
what
saying,
it means.
So, how about this, Mr. Bum Tickler? I will subscribe to you if you subscribe to me. How's that? A fair trade for trade. But as they say, and I didn't know that this was a thing, right? Like you're not supposed to go on other people's streams and like promote your own stream. So I don't know these rules.
So it's just, inconsiderate.
Yeah, he's just you're spamming my stream here, buddy. Getting Powerpuff Girls. So he wants us to subscribe. Listen, man, subscribe, watch for a little bit, and then we'll talk about how yours. I'll check out your stream, buddy.
He said he'll check out your bum and tickle it.
I'll check out your bum. Yeah,
He'll tickle your bum.
I like the name. It's clever, but let's see here. Jane says, number one, Klaus. Number two, Mojo Jojo, and then 3, Regina George from Mean Girls. That was on the other day.
Mean Girls, classic.
That is a classic.
Rachel McAdams.
Yes, that was my first
pre-drugs. Lindsay, right before the break. Actually, she's probably, a little dabbler. She dabbled a bit
at that point.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I remember it's watching it, and I'm like, remember, I'm an old man, so this movie comes out. I think I'm in my late 20s, early 30s. How old were you when that movie came out?
I don't know. I was probably in high school.
Maybe.
Probably like 9th grade or something. 8th. Yeah, like 9th or 10th.
Yeah, so.
Seems right. Good movie, though. Still, to this day. Google me.
This guy wants us to Google him. All right, man.
The real question, Bum Ticklers, have you subscribed to the Big Llama Show, and will you be here every Sunday, 10 p.m. Eastern, for the next 3 Sundays? That's the only way you're going to get us to subscribe to your channel, brother.
There you go. He said done deal. Oh, Bruce! Look, Bruce has a take here. Let's hear him out. Let's hear his first comment here. He says, "I'm cool with some superhero movies. Batman Returns with Michael Keaton back in the day was cool. Not into all the newer Batman stuff. To be honest, I'm over it. That's a good take. I can see that. Some people. I just think with what's his name, Tim Burton, it got a little weird. But I love the first Batman, or Batman 1989 as we call it nowadays. I kind of hate that, man, because I feel so old when people say like, "Oh, Batman 89." Like, oh, great. I was there.
I remember that.
I bought tickets for it for my mom. I just tell the story because it's my favorite story of all time.
I was the one she
movies.
fell asleep.
Man, that was so during that summer of the Batman craze, man, I had the posters, I had the action figures, I had the McDonald's cups, I had the whole thing leading up to the movie. I was so excited. I took my mom to see this movie. She fell asleep in the first 5 minutes, and she slept the whole movie.
She thought it was mid, dude.
I was so hurt, man. I was so hurt. It was opening night. Like the theater was packed, and back then you had to get there early because there's no seat reservations. You had to just grab a seat. There were shitty seats. I got a shitty ass seat to sit with my mom, and she fell asleep. So
that's funny.
Let's see. Says Chat Mom says Bruce is a DC dude. I can dig it.
Okay. Is Bruce redeeming himself?
I
feel like Bruce is,
guess.
feel like
Yeah, I
Bruce is trying to
guess.
redeem himself.
I mean, but listen, that's what I'm saying. Like that's that's what Bruce needs to do is come. You can come with a hot take and we'll have a discussion, but let's not just make it trolling just for the sake of trolling for sure. Jane says I actually agree with Bruce. I fucks with the old Batman way more, for sure, for sure. And Jay Bird said that's how I feel about Marvel. I'm over it, over it.
But the thing is, Jimmy hasn't even watched none of the Marvel things. I don't even know if he's seen any of the Marvel movies besides like Civil War and like Endgame. I don't
Oh,
know. I don't know if that's true, but also I
he
feel like
refuses.
I feel like it would be. He said his famous quote is, "I don't watch things I haven't seen before." Yeah,
Then he watches nothing.
he watches a lot of the same things over and over again. Apparently,
Yeah, Goodfellas.
multiple times.
Let's see. Bruce says, how many times does Batman story have to be told, though? I mean, how many Batman movies does the world need, bro? I mean, I listen. If you give me a new take on it or a new spin, like the Batman was worth it. That was totally worth it for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the origin story is long. If it's something new, I want to watch it. But
You got to think too. Batman's just think about how many comic books they made of Batman and his story, and they
yeah,
elevated the story every time. I get what you're saying because they reuse the story. I mean, how many times have we seen his parents die? You know, they always make the joke about Uncle Ben. We've seen him die a couple times, but it's for different generations as well. Like
yeah.
kids these days aren't gonna go watch Batman Begins, even though it's a good Batman movie. You know, like to them it's just an old movie. To say, you know what I mean? Like, so they're just using the same properties and trying to tell it for different generations. Now I agree there's so many storylines you can utilize, but
Yeah, there's different ways to look. Like I said, the Batman does a great job of reintroducing him in a much different way. And again, the more detective, which we enjoyed. Let's see. Hercules says everything changed when they put nipples on that bat suit. Yeah. When you have to point them out in the movie and you make a joke about the nipples in the bat suit, yeah.
never forget.
Never forget nipples on the bat suit.
I guarantee he definitely hit us with one of these. There's got to be an outtake.
So let's see. Bruce, like there are limits to one story, bro. It's getting stretched real thin now. Yeah, again, it come with a different angle or perspective of that, and that's great. Or the twist, a different twist to it. I appreciate that. All right, we got a super chat. Thank you, Jay Birdie, for the $4.99 super chat, and for that, we read it special just for you. He wrote over it.
Over it.
Mm-hmm. He's talking about Marvel, so he's over Marvel. Thank you, Jay Birdie, for supporting the show and for the $5 super chat. Appreciate that. Let's see here. Hercules says, Bruce, I feel the same way. I feel that way about Spider-Man too. Both franchises have their clutch cause. They're the popular ones. Yeah. Okay. Unc wants to do his own list here. Number 1, the Joker. Number 2, Mojo Jojo. 3, Dick Dastardly with Muddy.
But I don't know who that is. And 2, Mojo Jojo realistically kind of failed all the time.
Oh,
you're just a douche.
True.
And for that case, you just put Plankton on there too.
Oh God, Plankton with his Plan Z.
This is my lab, and this is my laboratory. It's one of the greatest.
Let's see. Chat Mom says I went to see Batman Returns when I was a little baby kid, and all the other kids were crying, and my mom was like, "Oh shit!" But I was vibing. I was Batman for Halloween for like 3 years in a row. Okay, so she's into the Tim Burton weirdness. Let's see. DC all day. We got some fights brewing here. DC all day. Batman hashtag never forget. Let's see. I watched all stage 1 Marvel movies. Okay. Phase one movies. You see. Nothing beyond phase 1? No. Okay.
Leave that one alone. Live action Batman Who Laughs. That would be sick. But see, like they won't do stories like I mean, there's a bunch of like Batman stories that they could be telling. Like even the one that Jimmy was saying, the like when Robin dies, they hinted at it with what's this guy's name? Why am I blanking? Ben Affleck. They hinted with his Batman
Oh,
that
that's right.
his joke, like his version of Robin, got killed by the Joker, and that's why you see like his suit, like and it like says like "ha ha" and stuff on it. So like they hinted at the storyline, but they never like went into it. They never gave us like the backstory of it. We probably could have seen a Red Hood eventually. You know, it would have been dope.
Yeah,
But
exactly. But they
I
didn't.
mean,
They
the
chose not
years
to.
of yeah, it's just they go. It's the Hollywood thing. They go through the safe way until somebody breaks a mold, and then they follow that mold for about 10 years, and then they need somebody else to break through the mold again. And
Yeah, I guarantee you, if Marvel was losing money, like if they put out flops here and there, they wouldn't be as patient with the story. You know what I'm saying? Like I think the studio executives would have already interfered, and they would have blown up the Marvel plan.
for sure.
But because it's working, you don't touch it. Kevin Feige can do whatever the hell he wants.
For sure.
Let's see. Bruce says Joel Schumacher did the nipples, bro, not Tim Burton. Joel Schumacher was gay. Rest in peace. Did he pass away, Joel Schumacher?
I don't know that to be true.
I don't know. Listen, that was his deal. Yeah, Joel Schumacher did ruin the Batman series for sure. I remember that.
He's the one that did with like Arnold Schwarzenegger's Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, man.
It was terrible.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. That's one of those movies that's so terrible
It's
that
fun.
you have
It's like
to watch
good.
again.
Yeah. But like Poison Ivy though was like a little bad thing. You're like, wow, you know, yeah, I could get poisoned by you. It'd be cool. Then you got Bane in there. It was a weird movie.
It was weird. It was a really weird movie. Bane, baby.
Bro, they really like they were fighting people on ice. Batman had ice skates.
he flipped on the skates.
Yeah, like he used them before.
Yeah.
like you never know when I'll need to be on ice. Well, maybe that's actually kind of legit, because if Gotham's supposed to be like New York, then it snows, and now it kind of makes a little bit more sense.
So he's like skating up and down the buildings, or
maybe I don't know, dude. I don't know. He has them, so it's like it had to be for a reason.
He was ready. And it was full of puns, man. That movie was so good. Again, so bad that it's good.
Oh man.
I'll rewatch it and I'll just enjoy the hell out of it.
We should just do a watch for the channel, just to watch it. Run it back.
Just watch how the terrible puns and the terrible acting. Oh my god.
That
movie's good. I'm just not into all this is from Jay Birdie. I'm not into all that pointless action. To be honest, we need real cinema back. Okay. Okay, Joel Schumacher loved penis. All right, well, interesting take.
Think he slapped his dick on the nipples or no?
Come in here with that suit.
Let's test it out real quick.
AD, you want to know something? A quick fact here: 84% of people have found real love with these guys. I'm telling you, you should call these guys, hook it up.
No, dude.
Naked HD. Oh god, blocked. Oh my god, every time I block I lose where I am in the chat. Like it all like goes away. Let's see. Oh, here we go. James Unk says, what's your top 3 villains?
Easy. Listen, you got Frieza from Dragon Ball Z, number 1. One of the greatest. He killed a whole planet. Let's not forget.
Okay.
He took the Saiyan race out with one finger. Nasty. Who else? Mine's just like a lot of like
It's the same type of villains.
So yeah, because you gotta figure like Lord Zed from the original Power Rangers. Pretty cool guy. I mean,
Yeah, I
he's
mean,
kind of scary. Who would be my third? I put Klaus on there. He's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. I put Klaus on there. He rips people. He rips the most people's hearts. He's actually ruthless. He's done some questionable stuff. You'd be like, wow. Because in Vampire Diaries, another part of their lore is the vampires can like basically mind control people. In a weird, like, yeah, it's like it's a cool. It's not like a cheesy mind control. It's more like they can compel them to do stuff or like say things or forget things if they wanted to. And he's done some questionable stuff where like, yeah, listen.
so those are your top three.
I mean, yeah, off the top of my head.
All right, I got the Emperor from Star Wars. I think he's a top baddie there.
What?
Yeah, man. Well, again, we're talking. It just depends on what you're looking at.
Palpatine.
Palpatine is a bad man. I got Voldemort.
Oh, Voldemort's a good one. That's a good one.
And then what's her name? Oh my god. I can't. I'm drawing a blank. Jesus. Anyway, those are my two.
Yeah, I wasn't prepared for that either. Because now I'm looking at Unk's chat. He said Lord Zed, like he's like dissing me right now. And honestly, to be honest, Lord Zed was not a good bad guy. He kind of failed all the time.
I was trying to think of the woman's name on Power Rangers.
Rita Repulsa. Come on, dude. It's classic stuff. Hey, I told you I could run the Power Ranger. I could run the Power Ranger universe right now.
Easy, Kevin Feige with a black suit.
Oh, man.
Let's see. You're the Green Ranger.
I always wanted to be.
Let's see. I tagged you on my Instagram. Let's see. Position Ivy and Bane.
Oh, why I'm by. That's funny as hell.
Oh, Poison Ivy. Yeah, Poison Ivy. Like Position Ivy.
Position Ivy.
What am I reading?
There's a couple positions I would have put her in. You know what I'm saying?
I would too. She's man. I love me some Uma Thurman. That's for sure. Batman is always prepared.
I mean, clearly, bro. He had fucking ice skates. That shit blew my mind to this day.
Let's see. Marvel's just a crutch for Hollywood. No more original ideas. Okay. AD is the 16%.
You're giving me real Bruce vibes right now, dude.
Is that what, I don't know what that means.
No one says show. That's funny.
We're gonna skip that one. Let's see. You've been on a big Dragon Ball Z kick, bro.
Listen, this is one of my favorites of all time. Honestly, I would switch out Lord Zed for Merrick from Yu-Gi-Oh. If you know, you know. That guy was crazy. That guy, you never seen it, but
no.
Yeah, it's okay. It's a great villain. Yeah, he turned two friends against each other and they had the duel. I never want to cry in a cartoon more than that moment. I was like, wow, like these guys are best friends. And they're about to kill each other.
Let's see. Hercules wants to know why Bruce is so hung up on Schumacher being gay. I skipped his comment there because he's kind of repetitive on the same point. Jay Birdie says here, the Joker, okay, Mr. McMahon, and Hollywood Hulk Hogan. I agree, man. When
Hollywood I didn't think about the Joker or any Marvel villains.
No.
Wow, I didn't think about anything, bro.
You went straight to Dragon Ball Z and all that good stuff. But yeah, man, when Hollywood Hogan switched, man, I died that day. I died a little that day. Honorable mention, Ivan Drago. Yes. If he dies, he dies.
If he dies, he dies.
That's
a quote. That should be on my soundboard.
That should be. Gabe says Itachi from Naruto. Okay, is a goatee villain.
He's a goat. You know. He's a goat. If you know, you know, you know. Lord Zed, lame. Might as well say Dr. Doom. Dr. Doom is a great villain. Yo, I didn't realize how good of a villain Doctor Doom is in the comic. Well, obviously not live action. We haven't got a good live action, but they're really setting up. Like, I think Doctor Doom's gonna be the main villain for Marvel going after Kang. And like when you really like dive into like Doctor Doom, like he's a scientist who has like control of magic. So he has like the magic and science like aspects to him. And that's what kind of makes him dangerous, which I never really realized. I just always thought he was just super smart and he was just had a metal face. But when he really like he might be okay. You know what I mean? I feel like leave Lord Zed out of this, dude.
I know. Come on, man.
Come on, dude.
Hercules says it's for him. His number one is Macho Man Randy Savage. Yes, I agree. Venom. He's got the Joker on there. He's got Darth Vader and Voldemort. That's quite an eclectic mix.
I feel like
yeah.
Carnage is worse. Carnage is a
maybe.
worse villain.
Let's see. Chat Mom says Klaus is true to himself, right? Always. And he knows he's a bad guy. He's kind of anti-hero though.
He's not an anti-hero in the sense of like he does good things, but he'll do something if it, like she said, if it benefits him, he'll do the right thing. But also that's what makes him such a good villain, is because he kind of has they really much showcase, especially in like the originals, they showcase. In the Vampire Diaries, he's kind of just a dickhead who like is there to kill people and take over the world. But in originals, they kind of go into like who he is as a person and like kind of why he's like that, and you kind of feel a lot for him because you're like, wow, like you're a bad guy, but also like, you know, whatever. You're a bad guy.
I got you.
Cobra Commander.
Cobra Commander, yes, and don't forget Skeletor. Skeletor is good. So Cobra Commander was the big baddie. Honorable mention, Khan from Flash Gordon. Okay, yeah.
I mean, you could be Shang Tsung.
Oh, there you go. See, we're starting to think of him now.
Damn, bro, I missed a lot of good ones.
Well, again, we were put on the spot, man.
Yeah. I'm changing. You know what?
Changing my answer.
I'm changing my answer, dude.
Yeah, Cobra Commander was shiesty. Let's see. Itachi is big facts. Best villain. Yeah. No one said Shredder. Rukusaki, whatever his name was. Dragon Ball Z is a classic. Okay. Currently streaming though the whole Dragon Ball Z verse. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Jay Birdie wants to let you know Hyman Roth maybe could be up there.
His name's Hyman.
I knew. That's my kids when they heard that too. They were like, "Is that really his name?" I'm like, "Yep." I don't want to know why you know that. Hyman Roth, yep, from The Godfather. Let's see. Shredder was opposed to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, got the job done every time. He had 4 foot soldiers, man. These foot soldiers can hardly see through their masks. That's the problem. He was one Shredder. There were 4 turtles, man. Come on.
Yo, the villain from Inspector Gadget cartoon?
Oh, Claw.
Claw.
Not to be confused with Klaus, but Claw.
There was a theory that the Inspector Gadget villain was Inspector, like the OG Inspector Gadget.
Oh,
that made the robot, and that's why he was so against the whole theory. But I was like, interesting.
I love that show. For sure. Venom is also kind of an anti-hero. Yeah.
No, I feel like he's more of a villain. I mean, yeah. She's not wrong.
Number 4, Red Reddington from Blacklist. Don't know.
Go St. Patrick.
No, did somebody write that?
No, I'm saying it.
Yeah.
He wasn't a good guy.
Love CC. Let's see. Number 9. Who would you say the worst villains are? And then Chat Mom wants to go ahead and sing the song for you.
I don't know. Actually, I did.
The minute I start saying it, I'm gonna say it. So.
That's funny. Worst villains. Oh, that's a good question. Chat, let us know your worst villains. Damn.
Like the really shitty ones, like that, like it failed every time.
It had to be Plankton. He's pretty up there.
Plankton is horrific.
He
as a villain.
doesn't get the job done.
No.
Then see, like now I'm really thinking about just
Yeah.
everything.
Now we're not gonna say. I'm gonna start googling here.
Yeah, like worst villains of all time.
I'm gonna say really bad villains, as in terrible villains.
I mean, all Phase 1's villains. They're
not remembered.
Freaking Red Skull wasn't that cool.
Let's see. These are really bad villains that like were actually pretty good. I think he's talking about like bad villains, like shitty ones.
Yeah.
Let's see.
This man said Adolf Hitler, to be honest.
Yeah, in the documentaries category. I was going to say Sonny Flow, you got served as a villain. Crazy.
No, but it's not even Sonny that was the villain. It was Wayne and his crew. Wade and his crew, dog. Sonny was just a rat. He was just a dirty little rat, dog.
Dr. Draken from Kim Possible. I say Doofenshmirtz from
Dr. Draken.
Oh God, what's that? What's the name of that show? Hold on. Now I gotta look at it.
He said from character design to overall personality. The fuck?
Phineas and Ferb, Doofenshmirtz. That's the guy's name.
You know Phineas and Ferb?
Yeah, man. I used to watch that all the time.
I didn't watch that.
If the song comes on, I'll sing it.
Toad from X-Men is awful.
Oh yes.
Yo, yeah, especially like the live action version. You sold us out. Yo, that's a classic movie. You ever seen that movie?
Which one?
You Got Served?
No.
What?
No.
Llama, that's a reaction video ASAP.
So you got served in Malibu's Most Wanted?
Yeah, you still haven't watched Malibu's Most Wanted, which is very disrespectful because
no. You told me not to. You told me not to.
But yeah, we could have been watched it.
Oh, okay.
Nah, but You Got Served is definitely a good one to watch. That's a classic, man. It'll get. It's about a 4 tissue box rating, and towards the end, you know what I mean.
Is that the one where the dancing one?
Yes.
Oh,
yes. Okay. Listen, we quote that movie to this day.
Is that Julia Stiles and the other black guy from Barbershop? Everyone wants to let me know it's Phineas and Ferb. It says Wade and his crew had never won to begin with.
Yeah, they did some shicey stuff. Laminator.
The Laminator or Laminator?
What's that movie you watched? The Llama Llamageddon?
Oh, Llamageddon. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. That is the worst villain.
Yeah.
Llama, You Got Served is a must watch. Have your tissues on hand. Really?
Yes.
Why do I think it's just a silly movie?
It's because you think hip hop dancing and hip hop culture silly, Llama.
Not
huh?
What? Omarion's in this movie?
Hold on, man. The cast all list. Of B2K's in there.
Let me see. Omarion, you got Marquez Houston. Let's see.
Steve Harvey.
Raz
Lala.
In this. What? A young one?
Lala? Yeah, she was early.
Let's see. Jennifer Freeman, Steve Harvey,
Megan Good.
Megan Good. Okay.
Come on, bro. That's a hood classic right there, Llama. This one for you, Lil Saint.
Look at this cast list, man. This is like
classic, man. That's a classic movie that I grew up on. That's the kind of film I watch. Black films. People of color in the hood.
What are you trying to say? Let's see. Okay, so the Sharknado.
Sharknado.
Let's see. Dancing doesn't pay the bills, Llama.
Oh man.
Let's see.
If heaven was a mile away.
They should have named it You Got Tricked Out of Your Money. Oh.
Yeah. Come on, dude. We can't ruin it for Llama. Don't give him any more clues. I want him to watch this and feel what we felt the first time we saw what happens.
The 2004 You Got Served. Okay, I got to record a movie tomorrow, so maybe I'll grab this one. Let's see its length.
If you record it late at night, I'll watch it with you.
Let's go. Let me see how long this movie is. Let's see if it fits the Monday night criteria.
It's probably like an hour and a half, really, realistically.
It probably is. Most of these. Yep, hour and 35 minutes. It fits the criteria. It's going to be on the next watch. All right. Anyway, let's see. Movie is a cheese fest.
Guy's a hater.
This time you suckers got served.
Yo, trailer reaction live.
Oh, you want me to check out the trailer?
Yo, might as well.
All right, let's see.
Let's see what Llama thinks about it. I want to see what Llama thinks about the movie.
Trailer.
What time is it? Let me see if I can. I might make it to Bullet Train.
Will you? Okay.
10:50.
Let's do this. Let's do this real quick. Then we'll call it a day. Let's
Yo, you know I've been contemplating, honestly, Llama, which is kind of nuts. Go watch Top Gun one more time.
You told me that. Yeah, you told me. I want to watch it again.
I watched it and then I've been seeing, because I look at like movie times almost every day, especially when there's like new movies. Like seeing, when I can make it or whatever. And I just been scrolling by. I'm like, I got to see that one more time before I leave the theater. Because I had a good time and I kind of fell asleep towards like right at the end. But I also had a couple bevs and it was like now, like late as hell. So it was like by the end of the movie, I like didn't make it. And I saw when they like, everybody was cheering and stuff. And I was like, oh, I guess they did it. I guess they survived.
All right. So let me share my
Michael Bay should
here.
direct Fast and the Furious.
Oh, no.
They need to make Fast and the Furious go back to the street racing.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen.
Worst villain, Tom Cruise.
Let's see if I
I'm kind of curious to see what this trailer's like.
All right, let's see. You turn up the volume. All right, let's try. Let's see what my thoughts are as I watch this magnificence.
Good classic.
It's time to see which one of these crews y'all like the best. All right, let's do this. Party people, your dreams have now been fulfilled. See to let's get ill. Seems to me like the money in the hat goes to David and Ava.
They were the best of friends.
I know you better than anybody. I know when you tripping. What's up? I'm not like you, B. I can't just sit around and dream.
Their crew was unstoppable.
We just got $5,000 shadow sheets from rich kid out of Orange County.
Orange County.
Let's do this again sometime.
What's the matter with you? No fight!
You just mad. Because tonight you suckers got served. Tell me last night.
He said
it. You 5 G's in 10 minutes, man. So, Rick, the big bounce, that's what's up. $50,000. Yes, man, just enough money to change our life.
Now.
Hey! What you doing with Leah? Calm down. So, my mama, you ain't getting with my sister. He's playing you, Leah. Now stay away from her. Don't be talking to her like that.
If they want their shot.
Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Lala at the Big Bounce. We got the hottest crews competing for $50,000.
They'll have to come together.
You're not gonna win this without David, and you know it.
Oh my god, this movie makes my heart happy.
We need David, and we need to do it as a team. Look, we don't have David.
This is crew against crew, just like we do it on the streets.
Are you funny now? But you won't be when we get on the floor. It's showtime!
Damn, this is good.
They tell you so much, How street you want us to get? Classic.
That was
Classic.
actually pretty good. That was
Listen,
actually pretty good.
They show you
The-
so much. So if you were to watch that after, you'd be like, "Yo, I could have picked up on all of this."
I should have just record this reaction and make it a movie reaction. Oh my god,
great.
oh my god. Let's see. Rip G baby.
No RPG, baby.
This
is the entire movie. Oh god, yo, so they showed you so much.
They did. These trailers, man, do not leave anything to the imagination. Like
She said, "I'm actually in this movie." What the fuck?
What? You're in this movie. You got to explain, chat mom.
She's the one dancing in the back.
She's way in the back.
Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out.
I am interested in a young Lala for sure.
Not a young Lala.
I never really noticed her until the Power series.
What? That's crazy.
Well, I knew she was married to Carmelo, and I knew she did the MTV shows, but I never really watched them. So I was just like, I knew of her name, but I don't know who she was.
Gotcha.
Then I watched Power, and I saw more of her, and I was like, okay, well,
Yeah,
I like her.
young AD was a happy camper that day. He was like, "Wow, I never knew I was gonna see episode season." It was funny. Dwayne actually made the joke on stream. He said, "Yo, you guys remember when Lana showed her tits on season 3, episode 5?" What?
You guys knew it that close? Like, come on. Let's see.
Man. I knew before it was coming out. You know, I find leaks and stuff, and it was all over the internet. Lala showing her, and I was like, "No way!" And then I saw them. I was like, "Oh my god, they really did show this."
Let's see. I'm the thick one doing the Tootsie Roll in the back. Like, seriously?
I feel like she's trolling us.
I know. Now I'm gonna be watching the movie. Like, where is she? Let's see. Gabe says I'm downloading the whole "You Got Served" soundtrack right now.
Classic, yo. Top to bottom. Honestly, the dancing in there is pretty. Like, even watching it back, like the dancing is top tier. Like, they actually had dope dancing. The soundtrack was fire, and like the story you kind of get into. It's obviously like it's an old, you know what I mean? It's an older movie. Like the pacing's a little off in some spots, but
that's all right. That's all right.
You will cry.
Okay. Let's see. That's the challenge. That's the challenge. Sure. So you got served.
And if you do the thing, I guarantee you, chat. Listen, Llama's. You watch his "You Got Served" reaction. The first 30 seconds is gonna be him dancing to one of the songs. Guaranteed. He never misses a chance to have the dancing llama.
Okay. So tomorrow night, I will sit down and watch "You Got Served," and I will do my reaction and get that out next week. And I will follow it up with Malibu's Most Wanted.
Oh man!
So I'm going to go back to back.
Malibu's Most Wanted is a classic.
Look at this. Gabe says the trailer still had the narrator.
Yeah, for real.
The movie voice guy.
Yep.
In a world,
2 friends who dance for money now need to dance for money separately until they realize they need to dance for money together to win the money.
Right.
You got served.
Let's see. Chat mom says I'm trolling. I was 14 and skinny. I can't dance. I was gonna be looking for you the whole movie. I'll be like, where's she?
Where's chat mom?
Oh man. And then I'd have to be careful because if it was chat mom and I made a commentary on it, like what if it was her? Like I'm in trouble with her at that point. Anyway, I didn't get in trouble with the other movie. It was the actress Sienna Miller, who was smoking hot in the last movie I watched.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a comment where I'm like, and there's Sienna Miller. She is smoking hot. And I'm like, let me just cut that out right now because it sounds a little weird.
That's funny.
So a little,
this guy hit us with the mask. Smoking. Crazy. Crazy. Oh, speaking of hot girls.
Oh, that's right.
They're back.
Oh, Tinder, our girls right first.
Yo, oh man, imagine being the person behind the keyboard going to chats and doing this.
Oh
Bots.
my god!
Somebody
I'm
set
telling
this bot up.
Oh, here we go. Jane wants us to be singing, right? She just says the lyrics, and I'm thinking them in my head. I'm not singing though. Oh, let's see. So yeah, let me block the user. Anyway, all right, man. It's been a good 2 hours.
Yep. Conversation went everywhere.
As it usually does.
Chat's been popping today. Viewership was up. I mean, this has got to be one of the higher live views we've had. I mean, 20?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen 20.
No, I mean this has been a good consistent number. So no, I'm thankful, and we've got some new people that we met in the chat. Hopefully, 500 IQ comes back next week, and yeah, I know. Listen, the chat's been great. This has been a great episode. I'm thankful to everybody who joined us tonight, who chimed in, and who was part of the show. This is the future of the show. It's just us coming in here. We're going to have a good time with the chat, and we're just going to talk and see where the conversation takes us. And 2 hours later, we've picked a movie for the reaction tomorrow. So I'm very excited about that for sure. So You've Got Served is my next one, and then I'll be doing Malibu's Most Wanted right after. So it's going to be 2 back-to-back weeks of amazing content here on the Big Llama Show.
Yes, sir.
Jay Birdie wants to let you guys know this is the top 62 Llama shows ever.
Easily.
So AD, are you going to the movies? Are you going to stream? What are you doing next, man?
I'm gonna figure it out. I got like 10 minutes to get to the movies.
Oh,
we'll
God.
see.
Okay.
We'll see. And I also work it early. I just really want to see Bullet Train, but the thing is, it's a 2-hour movie, so I don't know. But I'll let you guys know. I'll give you guys my review. I will see it. If I don't see it today, I'm gonna see it at some point this week because I'm hearing very good things about the movie.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna take my boys sometime this week, probably Friday, to go see that because I want to go check that out. And they start school this week, so I won't be able to really hang out with them until Friday. So we'll see. All right. Well, listen, guys, if you're watching the show, if you're watching on the replay, listening on the podcast, thank you so much for joining the Big Llama Show. We're here every Sunday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join us every week. And then on the Big Llama Show, the actual YouTube channel, you'll watch movie reactions and movie reactions and first-time movie watches. And thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. Hercules says here, love you guys. You're the goats of YouTube, the most consistent show on YouTube today. Certainly the most fun, and again, the most interactive, I think. We try to get to everybody's comments and everything. So, guys, thank you so much for joining us. AD, thank you again for another awesome show.
Yes,
and
sir.
we'll see you guys next week, everybody. Peace out.
Peace.